Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to 2025. Happy New Year's to you all. And hopefully 2025 will be the best year of your life. And hopefully 2025 will be the best year of our collective lives, because if that happens, maybe the stock markets have gone on a massive run, unless you're shorting, and then maybe it'll be the worst year of your life. Anyway, I still can't believe we're quarter of the way through the century. In fact, I still remember celebrating 2000 or bringing in 2000 25 years ago. It seems like it was just yesterday. I was actually in Buffalo, New York, visiting my then girlfriend's parents' place, and we just watched celebration or New Year celebrations throughout the world. And the worst thing is, I was just thinking about this not that long ago. I remember her first name, the ex-girlfriend, but I can't remember her last name. I haven't thought about her for many, many years, and her last name has just faded into nothingness. I won't even try to think about what her last name is, but I don't really care. Anyway, I'm not even wondering what she's doing these days. Some interesting stories I have about her, but I'll leave that maybe to another video. Now, when it comes to today's video, I was thinking of what I could do. I didn't want to do any heavy thinking or heavy thoughts or deep thinking, that sort of thing. But what I thought I'd do instead is just show you one of the things I do at the end of every single trading day. Even though we're not trading today, I didn't do this yesterday because I actually did have a shift working, and I just didn't feel like going through this process then or after that shift. So I decided I'm just going to record one of the things I do at the end of every single trading day. And one of those things I do is I go through fairly quickly, I go through all the charts of companies I am trading, about 50 of them. Now, this process takes about 5 minutes. Now, a lot of these charts I usually just go through very quickly because I already know that I don't need a further look. But I'm going to go through this particular process a little bit more slowly in this video. But because there's about 50 companies, I should do it a little bit more quicker than a very slow process, because this will be a very long video. Okay. So what I've done is I've ordered these in how long I've held these trading positions. So we'll go to the first company, which is Findi. And I originally bought Findi many, many years ago. I can't even remember what I bought. I took some options or exercised on some options in January of last year, 2024, at 90 cents. And I've recently taken some profits because of a massive drop in the share price. And I was thinking, after a massive drop in the share price, we could see a rebound. We have not seen that rebound. And I'm thinking of completely selling out of my Findi trading position, just because we are seeing a fair bit of weakness in the share price right now. And I do think we will see a crossover in the moving averages. So this could be a soon complete sellout for me. A position I won't be holding for much longer, unless we start to see share price rally. But we need to see that. Okay, so that's Findi, possible sell in the near future. Can't really say that about Gentrack. I've held this since 2020. So this has been a 4-year trade. Now, the first 2 years of the trade, the share price didn't really do anything. So really, this has been a 2-year trade. And at times, I've been close to taking profits. The most recent was back in October. Did look like we're going to have a crossover in the moving averages, but then the company released, I think it was good results or something. Share price popped up on that day. We have seen a pullback. And if anything, this pullback could be an adding to my trading position. But more than likely, I won't, because this would be one of my biggest positions right now, because I've held it for quite a few years. And the share price has rallied from $1.40 when I bought up to $11.50. So this is a 10-bagger. In fact, is this a 10-bagger? Yeah, bought $1.41. No, it's not a 10-bagger. Share price would have to get to $14. And it's not quite there yet. It's getting close, $13. Anyway, so Gentrack, I'm not even close to selling this just yet. Next one is EZZ Life Sciences. I've held this for quite a few years as well. Share price started to really break out back in April of last year, and on a really nice run through the rest of 2024. Well, not the rest, because we saw the share price starting to pull back in October. And the share price actually did move into a short-term downtrend. In fact, the share price went from $5 to $2.40. We had a really nice 50% pullback in the share price. And then the share price broke out of that downtrend on 4th of December, so 1 month ago. And the share price has started to move back up. We've seen crossover back to sort of a positive crossover in the moving averages. And I'm thinking, because I did take profits at about, I think it was 460. I did take profits at 460. It was just looking a little bit toppish at that point. And I'm thinking of buying back in just because the chart's starting to look a little bit better right now. So EZZ Life Sciences are possible adding to my position. Sort of the same with Gentrack. XRF Scientific. This is a beautiful looking chart. What else is to say? I bought this maybe 2 years ago, and really the share price didn't show me anything until February of this year. And the share price has moved from about $1.10 up to $1.95. And in fact, on the last trading day of 2024, share price hit an all-time high. A beautiful looking chart. I have no complaints about this chart at all. This is the sort of chart I want to be holding some shares in. Now, the next one is an interesting one. Venture, I have had a position in this for a while as well, and there is a pretty big chance I'll be selling my position in this. We had that really big down day because, what was it? I forget what exactly it was. Something to do with cartelling, or I have no idea. And the market didn't like it. A massive drop in the share price. I did expect a bit of a bounce, and we have seen a small bounce. Not as strong as I want, but I really want to see share price get to $4, but I think it might struggle. So definitely the sentiment in this company has shifted from positive to negative. Before that announcement, there was a little bit of negativity in the share price. You can see the share price falling a little bit. So we did see a bit of reaction from the market before that announcement, but definitely sentiment has shifted in this company. And I think there's a higher chance than not that I will sell out of my position in Venture. Step one, this is an interesting one. Okay, step one. So I bought this, there it is, the breakout back in August 2023, 52 cents. I took profits back in April of last year, and I just want to see what happened to the share price. I think there is possible good value in this company, but it does seem like the share price of step one is trading in a range between $1.25 and about $1.90, and right now we're at the bottom of the range. Share price at $1.26. So what I will do with this one, if the share price does drop below to $1.25 and stays below for a number of days, I will sell out of my position in step one. And on the flip side, if I see the share price get above $1.90, get towards $2, that would be probably a move where I might add to my position. So at this point in time, I'm not selling right now, even though the share price actually is in a downtrend, short-term downtrend, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the share price bounce because we are in a trading range. So this is a trading range, Cocky, not BHP. This is a nice trading range at the moment. In fact, Step one's been in this trading range for almost all of 2024. Stealth Group, I've held this for, maybe 2 years, almost 2 years now. I've held this, not quite 2 years, about 15 months. Anyway, so this has been a good performer for me. Probably the only questions I would have had when I initially bought this company was a lack of liquidity. Now, I was very close to selling this position back in the middle of last year. Very close, not much of a trend. And I don't know, for some reason I just didn't sell, particularly around August. Share price got as low as 17 cents when I was as high as 28 cents back in March. I just wasn't comfortable selling this position or stocks or shares in this company because I thought they did present pretty good value at 17 cents. And then just after that, decrease in share price to 17 cents, we saw a really good rally in the share price when they released their results, really good volume coming in. That was really promising. There was no way I was going to sell Stealth Group at that point in time, even though I know a lot of people who did. They saw the share price run up and they thought this company presented pretty good value. I just saw that really big volume, and the very fact the share price just went sideways for about 3 months was also a good sign. And then the share price took off again in November. Share price has pulled back a little bit, but that's okay. You're always going to see share price pull back after a run like that. Well, maybe not always. We didn't see that happen after the first initial rise, but I'm not concerned about this position just yet. So Stealth Group, no reason to even think about selling this position just yet. Same with Shape. I have heard or seen some comments about Shape that it's looking bearish. I don't understand that. This has just been moving up very slowly. This is what I like to see. The chart of a company just moving up slowly like this. No reason to even think about selling Shape just yet. The only reason the share price might drop a fair bit is if they do release something negative. At this point in time, The market saying, or the market is not thinking the company will release anything negative just now. Now, I would like to see the share price get to some new highs, and that would mean share price getting to $2.90 and then $2.95, then $3. I want to see the share price keep on getting to new highs. So if I see the share price starting to go sideways, I might think about taking profits in at this particular position. DGL, this is showing a little bit more promise. We have had a crossover the moving averages, and we have seen a share price pull back. Share price did get to 65 cents twice, once in October and then once in December. So I really want to see 65 cents being beaten. So share price getting above 65 cents, preferably on a bit of strength. So 65 cents and then 70 cents. But share price definitely, or the chart definitely looking better than it did from March or February through to October, November. So I think this is showing some signs of a turnaround. And if I do see or get further indications or confirmations the share price is moving into an uptrend, I might add to this particular position. But this was a bad trade for me. So this was a negative trade. I originally bought because it looked pretty positive back in February, and then the company released bad results. So this actually was a bad trade. I should have possibly sold out when the share price dipped on the 27th of February, but I did the complete opposite. I bought more shares just because I thought there was value. So let's see if this plays out in the longer term. I'm willing to hold this a little bit longer because I do see some value in DGL. This is another one. Bell Financial is another instance where I probably should have sold out. Share price just going sideways. There was a really good run up in the share price back in late 2023. But in 2024, share price has been going sideways. And I was thinking to myself, if the share price falls below, say $1.20, I would sell if it happened. It hasn't done that. In fact, that dash line, which is support level, has been a really solid support level for Bell Financial, but really no trend in this one. So this is definitely a position I could sell out, and I wouldn't be, I'm in profit, so I could do that. Genesis Plus, no reason to be selling out of this one. Share price in a beautiful uptrend. I would like to see the share price get above 280. That was the last high we did see. But other than that, no complaints about Genesis Plus share price. Company's also been releasing really good announcements as well. Well, maybe not really good announcements, but releasing contract award announcements. Superloop, another one where I have no reason to sell this position just yet. Share price or the chart in a beautiful uptrend. Funny enough, I thought I've been holding this company for more than a year, but it's not. I bought in February. So share price has gone from 80 cents to 220 in less than 1 year. This is a three-bagger over a fairly short period of time. This is exactly what I'm looking for every single day, these sort of trades. Life 360, another one I bought. No, it's not another one I bought on a positive update. This is one I bought on a positive update. Still remember that. March 1st, 2024, really good announcement. Share price popped up, and I was told, well, you've missed the boat. Share price up 38.5%. You've missed the boat. You should have got in before. It's too late. The good news is already priced in. Look at the chart. And then I bought on the next positive news back in August, added to my position. And even that position's up a fair bit as well. So no reason to even think about selling Life 360 just yet. That could change within a week. It could change the next trading day, which is tomorrow. Tours, another one. I was late to this party, really late. But even though you can be late to a party, the party could keep on raging on for many, many hours or many, many days, weeks or months or years when you're talking about charts. So Tours really moved into an uptrend back in March 2023. And I bought in March 2024, 1 year late to the party. I could have bought on the breakout when the share price was like $1.40, and I bought at $3.80. And to be honest with you, not quite doubled. Share price is moving in that direction, however. Share price has gone from 380 to 640. And again, no reason to be thinking about selling this position just yet. Fisher & Paykel. Yeah, this was an interesting one. And I think just like quite a few other companies in this video, no reason to be even thinking about selling this one. I would like to see the share price get to about $36. Share price went to almost $36 in September, and it hasn't got back to that price since. So I need to see the share price get above $36 for me to be happier than I am right now with Fisher & Paykel Healthcare. Originally, I bought this on a breakout, and it took a while for me to be happy with that breakout decision. Ansell is another one where it took a long time for me to be happy with this chart. And so you'll see as we go down this list, a lot of these positions I'm holding, I don't see anything positive just yet, but I'm being patient. And sometimes it does pay off to be a little bit patient. So with Ansell, I bought on what seemed like a breakout on the 9th of April. It took ages before we started to see the share price rise. So August. So we're talking about 4 months before the share price started to rise. And that was on the back of some positive results, 20th of August 2024. And the share price has moved up. When they had the AGM, there was a lot of volatility. So that was the 29th and 30th of October. A lot of volatility those 2 days, but the share price has continued to move up. So no qualms with this particular chart. QUB. This is what I'm thinking. Even though the share price is rising, I just think the valuation of this company is really high. I think it's overvalued. And I'm just thinking maybe I could put this money to better use. I'm up at the moment over 10% higher, but that's in about 6 months, 10% in 6 months. I suppose that's okay. It's a slow grinding chart. It's just the valuation of the company that I'm just wondering. But at this point in time, no reason to be selling Cube. And also the share price recently did get close to a long-term high. Redox, this is another case of being patient. So bought back in May at $3.01, and really the share price went sideways for the next 3 months. No, 4 months. So this could be a case of me probably waiting for a breakout. This is what I should have done. I should have waited for a breakout, and really the breakout occurred back in October. And after that breakout, the share price has been on a really good run. There's no doubt about that. Share price has gone from $3.30 on the breakout up to $4.56. So the share price of this company is up 50% from when I bought. That's pretty good over 6 months. And the chart looks pretty good. No problems with this chart at all. Another company I have no problems with is Catapult. Probably only thing about Catapult is I really took a position in Catapult way back in May 2023, and then I took profits at $1.20. I still don't know why I did that. There was no problems with the chart. And you can see at times the share price of this company just goes sideways for a period of time and then jumps up, goes sideways, jumps up, goes sideways, jumps up, goes sideways, jumps up, goes sideways. So that's the trend for Catapult. And this is a nice looking chart. No problems with this chart for Catapult at all. And, I'm double. This is up over 50% since I bought. So again, this is a really good example of when you do sell out a position, don't be shy about buying back in if you've made a mistake. I sold out of Catapult, and that was a mistake. And I realized that was a mistake soon after I sold out, and I was not nervous, had no problems buying back in. And I do think a lot of investors, maybe even traders, have that problem. They sell out and they just refuse to buy back in. I think it does pay to own up to your mistakes. To understand why you made a mistake, that sort of thing. So this is a really good instance of me making a mistake and then correcting that mistake, even though I bought in at a higher price. In fact, I bought in 50% higher than when I sold out. And I'm still up 100% since I bought back in. Paragon Care, this is the one I was following for a longest time. There was a really nice breakout. I believe that was because of a takeover, 5th of March 2024. That was a beautiful breakout. Share price pulled back later, and that was the time to buy in March when the share price pulled back a little bit at around about 25 cents. And then I saw the share price just keep on going high, and I went, I'll buy in. So it took me a while to admit that I should have bought way back in March. And then I bought at 40 cents, and I do have my sell position at 40 cents. So share price has been creeping higher slowly. So it's still up 20% on the position, but anyway. Integral Diagnostics. I believe this company is going through a takeover bid with Capital Health as well. Am I happy with this chart? It's in an uptrend. It's not the best looking uptrend, but it's good enough. And we have seen share price get as high as 320 back in October. Share price is struggling since then. I really need to see share price get back to 320 before I am happy with this particular trade. But I'll give it time to breathe. We have seen some good volume coming in as well in December, so that could be a good sign. But Yeah, going through a takeover with this another company, so it could go either way for, what's it called again? Integral Diagnostics. SKS Technologies. This is one where I have added to my trade. In fact, I've added to my trade twice with SKS Technologies. Originally bought in at $1 back in July. I then re-added or added when the share price pulled back in September, I think, and then I added again. I've added twice. I forget exactly. I should put it down in my chart where I added back in. There was a really interesting pullback. I'm not sure what caused this pullback in September. Share price pulled all the way back down to $1.06. I did not buy at that low. I bought a little bit higher than that, and then share price took off again. I'm not sure what happened, what caused that pullback. Not a lot of volume. A little bit of volatility in the share price, but that's okay. I do think there is definitely possibilities the share price of this company could rise higher from here. So at this point in time, up 83.5% in 5 months. Yeah, I'm happy with that sort of return. Okay, here's an interesting one, Pioneer Credit. So this is one where the chart actually does look good. Someone actually mentioned this company in one of the comments. I had a look at the chart, had a look at the company. I saw there was possible really good value with Pioneer Credit. I thought, at least there's good value, and the chart looks pretty good as well. Probably my only complaints, you can see the share price rise and fall on low volume, that sort of thing. The company recently did a couple of raising. It seems like the market didn't like it. Share price fell a fair bit in a couple of days on fairly low volume. The share price went all the way down to, was it 47 cents? The share price I bought. And I was thinking, if the share price doesn't get back up to above 55 cents, which is this orange line, I will sell my position. And over the last few days, it has got back up to above that orange line, which is good. I need to see the share price keep on moving up, though. This could be just a bit of a dead cat bounce. So I need to see the share price continue to move. If it doesn't, I might take profits, small profits, but at least it's profits. SRG, what's there to say about this chart? In fact, this is one, I bought at 93 cents, and then they did a couple raising, and the couple raising was at a significant discount to the share price, and I had no qualms participating in the couple raising. So I have added to my SRG global position via that couple raising, and I just love the volume we saw back in August and September. I wouldn't say the volume has continued, but definitely higher volume than what we saw this time last year. Just compare the volume between August and December of this year to the period October through to March of last year, when the share price started to turn upwards. So the share price started turning to move into an uptrend in January at a share price of about 68 cents, and then I bought in August. So it took a little bit of time, but this is another beautiful chart for SRG Global. And the other thing is the company has released some really good financial news. So that's really helped the share price move up. And I should also mention share price is at maybe not an all-time high, but definitely a long-term high. Let's see if it's an all-time high. Oh, back in 2011. I don't think SRG Global is a long-term hold, but definitely a trading position right now. Oh, let's move on from SRG. This has been a disaster. SRG, this is just me, fairly small position in this particular holding. And this is just me thinking, look, there's not much to lose. Sure, the company could go bankrupt. But if it doesn't go bankrupt, I think the upside in Star Entertainment Group is pretty high from here. But there is a downside risk. So that's the only reason I haven't sold out of Star Entertainment Group, just because the upside is actually quite sizable from these levels. But yeah, this was a pretty bad trade. I initially bought some shares on this little breakout, or what seemed like a breakout in July, and then I added when the share price dropped a lot, but fairly small positions at both of those points in time, simply because my confidence was not that high. My conviction was not that high. So my initial positions in charts or companies is based off my conviction. Sometimes if I have high conviction, I will take a bigger position. If my conviction is quite small, I'll have smaller initial buys. Zip, this is another case, just like Catapult, where I had been trading this, and then I sold out, and then I bought back in a higher price. So I started trading Zip back in late 2023. The share price was like 40 cents. I was buying in, selling, and then I bought back in $1.75. I can't remember why I bought back in, but I thought, yeah, I do remember now. I said to myself, when I see the share price get above the old highs, the highs we saw back in March, I'll take a position. And that happened in July. And then I bought not long after. And share price has gone up significantly since then. I do see a little bit of weakness in the chart, however. So share price went to a high of about 360 in early December, and we have seen a pullback in the share price. So I need to see the share price start to go higher. So this could be maybe the first signs of the end of the uptrend for Zip. AMP, dog stocks. You can do fairly well trading dog stocks. I would call AMP a dog stock. But maybe that dog status is changing. Maybe there's the first signs. I just saw the chart and went, there's a breakout back in August. I'm pretty sure that was on the back of some results. Seems like the market liked it. Share price up 13% on the day. I still can't believe I bought some shares. I bought some at $1.30. And you can see the share price went sideways for the longest time. Sort of was going slightly upwards in September, early October. And then the company must have released something positive on the 17th of October. Share price popped up 17.7% on that day. We saw the share price pull back a fair bit. And that was because I'm pretty sure a broker downgraded AMP. And then I should have added to my position at that point. And the share price has continued to move up since then. So not a bad looking chart for AMP. Can't say the same thing about Horizon. This is more just a value play. So this is more, I see value at Horizon at these prices. So I bought a 330. I was thinking of selling if I got a 10% rise, which would be 360. Share price didn't quite get to 360. And that's all I would like. But you do get a nice dividend. And I do see some value in Horizon at these prices. So this is not really, per se, a chart, like a typical trade I'll make because of the chart. This is just more my value pre-position, pre-deposition, whatever you call that. Have always been a value investor. And the reason I see value is if I look at the company, but also I can't forget that this purple area is a very strong support zone for Horizon, which goes back almost 10 years. Share price typically does not fall below this purple zone. And if you buy in that purple zone, you've done fairly well over the past 10 years. So value, and I can see maybe some upside moving forward. Bravura, another case, go back to the daily chart, of me buying and then selling. Buying and selling, and I bought back in $1.26 after I sold. I don't think I bought in at a higher price. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what I sold, but definitely was trading this after share price broke out. There was a couple of really good moves in middle of 2023, and there was a really good move back in August 2023, and that was really a breakout for Bravura. And then I took profits at some point. I forget exactly where. And then I bought again at $1.26. And then the company released something really good in December, and the share price has just taken off again. So this was, nothing to complain about this chart at all. And notice, when the share price took off, the share price rallied in 2 consecutive days. And after that, the share price went sideways. A little bit of movement within that sideways range, but that's a good sign that there's a bit of strength in this move. Civmec, close to selling this one. So I bought this on a pullback. Nice little pullback after the share price went on a nice run. Very close to selling this. I think it was on the 18th of October. Share price pulled back. I believe there was something slightly negative. It wasn't that badly negative. I'm glad I didn't sell on that day because the share price has continued to move up. The other thing is have a look at the volume. Look at the volume from July onwards and compare that volume to this time last year. There was no volume at all this time last year. And the volume has really increased for Civmec. So that's a good sign moving forward as well. So no real qualms with this chart just now. Judo, this is another one where I bought, and then I sold, and then I bought back in. And I bought back in on a nice little breakout on the 20th of August. And I actually bought on that day. Don't usually do that on a breakout, but I saw enough evidence that this was a solid breakout. And I believe it was because the share price was going to close near the high of the day. And the share price has continued to move up. Share price has pulled back, a little bit of weakness in the financial sector, but that might be okay. We'll wait to see. But still looking okay right now, Judo Capital. No, I have no problems with Money Me. My only problem with MoneyMe is I probably should have added to my position. This was a pretty good trade. I like this trade because I knew if the share price could break above 10 cents, that would be a really positive move. It did that back in August, and I sort of made a preemptive trade. I bought on a day when the share price got above 10 cents and then pulled back. And then the next day, share price actually opened below 10 cents and then went higher through the day. And that's the last time the share price has been below 10 cents. And I should have added when the share price pulled back. Share price has been on a pretty nice run since the start of December. Not sure what has caused that. I don't really care. No positive announcements, by the way. NWH or NRW Holdings. This is one where I don't know. I'm just willing to be patient with this one. NRW Holdings. Yeah, I have no reason to sell just yet. That's all I'm going to say about NRW Holdings. Temporal website. This one's an interesting one. This one, I just don't know. I bought on a nice little breakout when the company released their results. The share price rose 23.3% on the day. We haven't really seen the market react all that well since then. We have seen the share price go up and down. And I was thinking, and last time we saw the share price get to $14, maybe I should take profits at that point. I'm not sure the share price would get much higher than that. And also the valuation of this company is really high. So this is one where I'm thinking maybe I should take profits. I don't know. SVR or Solver. Yeah, this was a nice little breakout. This one was one I'd been following. You definitely see a definite shift in sentiment and trend the share price back in July. And then we had confirmation on the 12th of August, a nice little breakout on that particular day. And I bought a couple of weeks later. Then we saw the share price dip just after I bought. And I believe one of the reasons the share price dipped was a dividend. I received a dividend, which I wasn't even sure I was going to get because I didn't know they were going ex-dividend the next day. And since then, the share price has gone higher. So no complaints with this chart right now. This is definitely one where the share price could keep on going higher for, who knows, many, many years. AMA Group, this one is one where I've been excited and disappointed since I bought in. I do think there is potential the share price of this could go on a nice little run. I bought on a nice little breakout after moving averages crossover. Share price went as high as 7 cents after I bought in at 6 cents. Then we saw the share price dip all the way back down to 5.5 cents. I'm not sure why they were selling, and the share price has been going sideways since then. So I really need to see the share price get above 7 cents. I wouldn't be surprised if this just moves sideways, sort of like in a trading range between maybe 5.5 and 7 cents for a while. So this is one where I'm willing to be patient with because I do think there might be some value in AMA Group. DeLorean, this was an interesting one. This company first came to my attention on the 23rd of July. Share price rose 72% in one day on massive volume. Share price pulled back. I should have bought on that pullback. I don't know why. I still remember that. And then the share price rallied from about 5 cents all the way back up to 10 cents. Share price went above 10 cents. So again, 10 cents is a very natural resistance level for all companies. Share price pulled below 10 cents and I bought at 9.8 cents as the share price pulled below 10 cents. And I went, yeah, I think based off, I suppose, experience, a gut feel that this pullback below 10 cents will be temporary and the share price will go on a really nice run above 10 cents. And lo and behold, it did it. Sometimes it works. So I was up double this not that long ago. Share price went to a high of 21 cents. This has been a pullback. So pullbacks typically aren't that, they shouldn't be that concerning unless the pullbacks just keep on continuing. But share price of DeLorean was up 10% on what day was yesterday? Tuesday, last trading day of the year. So maybe that's the end of the pullback. Ozco, this is another really good one. This is one where I do think you need to be patient with. We saw the share price go sideways for the longest time, I suppose slightly going up. And then the company released something positive in July and then something positive again in September. I have a feeling that could have been positive trading update. And I bought just after that. And then the share price just went sideways for the longest time. And then the company released something positive again. I think the last positive move was the trading update. And maybe the September move or something else. But the company keeps releasing positive updates. So this is definitely one where I think the share price could move significantly higher from here. And the other thing is, look at the volume, really good volume coming in over the past 6 or so months. Definitely compare the volume now to what we saw this time last year. It's night and day difference. That's a good sign. Tasme, this is a recent IPO. We saw the share price fall from its listing. Share price started to move higher. Sort of the first trigger or the first sort of notification of a possible move into an uptrend was 26th of August when the company released the results. I saw that. I went, oh, I do like this move. And I was thinking of buying some shares at about $1.70, $1.80. And then I bought in a little bit later when I really got that confirmation the share price was moving up. So I bought at $2.07 and no complaints right now. Share price or this position is up 50%. So no complaints. I would like to see the share price get above 320 and stay above 320. So that's the next move I want to see from Tasme. Dust Group, probably another position I need to be a little bit more patient with. Share price broke out of its downtrend in July. Share price on that day rose 30%. I did pay attention to that. I went, I'm not sure yet. There was a crossover in the moving averages just after that. And then the company released something positive in August, would have been results. They must have released something else positive when I bought in on the 25th of September. Share price up 8.33% on the day. And the share price has just been going sideways, but just been gradually grinding up higher. They also released something positive, I think, on the 18th of November. It must have been AGM. Share price popped up, and then share price pulled back. I don't mind this chart. It's slowly grinding higher, which I don't have problems with. Okay, Bioxin. This is one where I didn't have high confidence in. So I took a small position in Bioxin at 1.2 cents. I'm nervous about buying companies whose share price is close to 1 cent because I hate holding companies whose share price is below 1 cent. So I was a little bit nervous about that. And yes, the share price did fall below 1 cent for a brief period in October. And then share price, for some reason, has gone a run over the past month and a bit. So right now I am up, what's that? Over 100% in this position. I would like to see some high volume coming in, and the company will release their Appendix 4C, and there is potential it could be a good Appendix 4C. However, if it's negative, share price might drop a fair bit. So that does make me a little bit wary with this position, and I was thinking maybe I should hedge that risk by halving my position in Bioxin, which I'm okay with because I'm up over 100% right now. Okay, Premium. This is an interesting one. I really took a position in Premium back in July, because it was looking like a breakout, and then the company released something slightly negative in 17th of July. Share price pulled back, and then the share price took off again on the 26th of August. Results: share price up 25% on that day, and that was a trigger for me to buy. But it took me a long time to take a position. So ideally, I should have bought on this little pullback, maybe at 50 cents, and I bought at 65 cents. But yeah, I'm still up about 12%, 15% on this trade. In fact, the chart does look good. So share price goes on a run, sort of like a flag or a pennant, goes on a run, flag or a pennant. So a slight pullback in the share price. Typically, what you want to see on these pullbacks is low volume, and we're seeing that. Pretty low volume. And when the share price goes on a run, you want to see high volume coming in. And we're definitely just seen that. So I have no complaints with this chart just yet. And again, I didn't buy that long ago. I bought in November. So I've only held this position for less than 2 months. So I'm willing to pay patient with this one. Parenti, this one's good. No complaints about this one. Yeah, so what can I say? It's a beautiful looking chart for Parenti. Now we get to some of my recent positions. And some of these aren't looking good at this point in time. Credit Corp, this one has really pulled back. This one is, yeah, I thought, oh, it's looking pretty good. Share price in an uptrend, but you can just see previous to that, a lot of volatility in this company. Yeah, I don't like that. I should have been more aware, or not aware, I should have just paid more heedance to what I had been seeing in the chart beforehand, because even though share price looked like it was breaking out, we've seen similar signals in the past, so I should have been more wary about Credit Corp. And at this point in time, if anything, this would be more of a sell. I need to see share price go on a run from here. Helia. This is what I was following for about a month, and then I took a position. No complaints about this one. Slowly going higher. That's okay with me. QBE, Yeah, and this is another one where I'm going to be patient. I think most of the rest of the companies in the video or this section are companies I'm willing to be a little bit more patient with, because I do think there's a chance these companies are going to run, and I don't want to sell just because the share price has dropped a little bit. So I'm willing to be a little more patient with these. However, SEEK has just dropped like a rock. And again, sort of like the same as Credit Corp, you can see a lot of volatility in their share price. And I should have been more, should have been not aware. Maybe I said credence. And the other thing I should have been aware of is if you draw a line at the recent highs, SEEK had a real problem getting above those highs. I'm not the biggest fan of this chart at all. Developed Global. Okay, this is more of a buy the support. So I bought Developed Global at $1.97, just above a support level. Share price went on a run up to 250. I probably should have sold on the run, but it did back a little bit, and it's going on a run again. If I see the share price get above 260, that would be a really solid move. And I'm just thinking how or when I'll sell my position in Developed Global, because this has been trading in a range for about 1 year. So this is one I'm unsure about right now. But I'm pretty confident that whenever I sell, I will be selling at a profit. Okay, Prophecy is a fairly small company. And this is another one where I just bought a support. This is fairly similar to Develop. Bought at 50 cents, and this support level has been in play for a long, long time. We're talking about since 2020. And when the share price of Prophecy gets to 50 cents, we do see, we don't see the share price fall below that. So that was my thinking in this particular trade. Share price is up 53 cents, not a lot. But all that the company needs to do is release something positive, and the share price could go on a run. The only thing that makes me nervous about Prophecy is the lack of liquidity at times. And the upside is pretty high. You can see the share price in July went to a high of $1.05. So there is potential 100% upside in Prophecy. I wouldn't be surprised to see the share price get back up to those levels and even go higher. The company is on the precipice of being profitable and cash flow positive, and that's all I'm looking for. Except one. This is one where I wouldn't recommend this, but the company did release something negative on the 21st of November. And I think the market's overreacting. So I bought some shares at 217, and that was near the low of the day. In fact, the low on the day was 213. And the share price actually rallied not fairly quickly, went all the way up to 265. I probably should have sold on that rally if I was being honest with myself, because that's the only reason I took a position in Accent Group. And that's a nice 20% gain in a fairly short period of time. And then the share price pulled back. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. More than likely, I will sell this position rather soonish. Ortho sell. Okay. Oh, I haven't got where I bought. That's what I should put in. Some of these I should put in where I bought. I haven't done that since Orthocell, I think. Yeah, I haven't done it since Orthocell. So that's something I'll put in. Orthocell there was a few things I bought. There was the company itself and the trajectory of the company. I was fairly excited, and just the chart. This company came to my attention probably in October. It was a nice little run. And then look what happened in October. There was a really good run in the share price. And the share price went sideways for almost 2 months. In fact, let's see how long the share price went sideways. From 11th of October to 26th of November, so a month and a half, share price went sideways. That's a good sign. And then the share price just went on a really good run. My only thing I'm a little bit, wouldn't say nervous, is I don't know how long this run can continue before we see a pretty big pullback. That's the only thing that makes me a little bit wary about this position. But I am up a fair bit now, probably up over 50%. And I just love the volume. Look at the volume. Massive increase in volume. So the rest of these are just me being patient. Resimac, we had a crossover, moving averages, and now remain patient. See which way the share price goes. I want to see a share price get above $1. It's struggling to get above $1. It's very close to that point. So this is a possible, more of a patient play. So same with Sonic Health. However, I bought this on a breakout above 28.20, and it fell below that breakout level soon thereafter. And I need to see the share price go higher from here. It's in a nice little support zone. So I don't want to see a share price fall much lower than now. So I need to see the share price of Sonic Healthcare go higher. I don't have much confidence in this one right now, but I need proof either way for me to either be more confident or take a loss. Email payments, this is another one where I think the market overreacted. Yeah, this is one where, no, I didn't buy on this overreaction. I bought here and I did not add to my overreaction or what I think was an overreaction. So I bought on this little positive news on 26th of November, share price up 29%. I thought, it's a pretty good announcement. Share price pulled back, and then they got rid of the CEO for some reason. Share price pulled back, and I do think the market overreacted. And then I was waiting for a bounce. We've had a pretty good bounce back up to 84 cents. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the share price keep on going higher because, to be honest with you, the good news was way better than the bad news. It's a new CEO. I don't know why they got rid of the CEO, but whenever this company does something good, they follow on with doing something bad, negative. Motorcycle holdings. I do like this. And the sort of the trigger for me to take position was the AGM. Share price on that day rose 14%. And I just like what's happened since then. Exactly what I'm looking for. So no qualms with this position right now. Bhagwan, this is another one where I think I will have to be patient. Share price popped up on a good, I think it was a trading update on the 6th of December. Share price up 25% on that day. We have seen share price pull back, but that's okay. I wouldn't be surprised to see the share price run up over the next few months with Bhagwan Marine. Mesoblast, we know this one. So I bought on the day they received their FDA approval. And then I bought in 2 days later because the share price pulled back. So I bought this is why I need to put in prices where I bought. So I bought in about 290, and then I bought 2 days later at 240. So I can actually tell you exactly when I added to my position, 241. So I bought on open on the 23rd of December. I thought the market, for some reason, pulled back, and I was like, this is a great buying opportunity for Mesoblast. And you can see what's happened with the share price. Since then, it's gone back up to $3.10. And there's potential the share price of this company could go significantly higher than now, particularly if the good news continues throughout 2025. In fact, 2025 could be the year of Mesoblast. However, the company has significantly disappointed in the past, but FDA approval is the sort of announcement that can be company making for any company, not only Mesoblast. And finally, the last position I've taken was Paradigm Biopharmaceuticals, and I bought on this dip, little bit of a dip, and I thought maybe the share price would go on a rally, but it hasn't quite gone on a rally just yet. But I'm waiting for that rally because I think it will happen. I think it will happen for Paradigm Biopharmaceuticals. Pretty sure the company did a capital raising and the share price is below the capital raising price. So that actually is the last position I took, Paradigm Biopharmaceuticals. So you can see I have a lot of trading positions. This video has taken me 47 minutes. Typically, I go through these charts within 5 minutes, and then I go through a few screeners, a high volume screener, an unusual volume screener, also a crossover screener. In fact, I'll show you the crossover screeners. What's it called? No, it's not Pine Editor. Stock screener. A 20-100 MA cross. So these crosses in my charts are 25 and 100 MA crosses, but they don't have that capability in TradingView. So 20, 100 I need to do. And I always go through that screener, and I'll always go through an unusual volume screener either 3, 5, or 10 times. And sometimes I'll go through some other screeners, but not all the time. But those two screeners are the ones I go through. So all up, my end of day processes, those 3 things I do, typically takes less than 10 minutes. Yes, only 10 minutes. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have for this particular video. If you found anything you didn't like about this particular video, or maybe you like more videos like this, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave those in the comment section of this particular video. Otherwise, that's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.